so much healing and also nothing else.
Are you hasted under shapeshift, or are you just have maximum speed?
As in you can't be reduced movement speed,
Yeah,
you mean?
yeah, exactly.
Yes, you cannot. You cannot.
Okay. Yeah,
It's like Surge.
No upheaval, sadness.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Prepare for battle.
Tip on to the Hawk, courtesy of Attune. I think like a tip of the hat as the GLHFs come out.
That's it. Oh yeah, 550 is the hasted movement speed. I mean, it's independent, right, to the haste, but I guess like if they want to move haste, technically it wouldn't be the same as shapeshift. But you're right, it's currently exactly like haste when you shapeshift it.
Okay.
We're just reading over the spell because I actually don't know how much movement speed you have in shapeshift. I just know fast, right?
Yeah. He also has a smaller collision size in this state, Oliver. That's your favorite thing.
That is one of the most important things about Lycan, actually.
Yeah. Makes him small. You can put him in his pocket. He becomes like a little lapdog. You can like put him in your purse and take him on a plane.
It's the same reason. Like if you're fast and you're small, it's so hard for people to do anything against you, right?
Yeah, especially.
Genuinely though.
Oh, Kilker. There it is, a little high five. I don't know. I think he meant to put down the sentry. He just consumes fairy fire.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
missing that first steal in. Okay.
This aside, if you want to point out the actual point of the collision size, when you're a really high movement speed hero, you really want to avoid turning in general, because obviously your turn rate is still the same, right? So you always actually lose time by turning. So the fact that you have a low collision size means that you can do very small turns and still weave through units, which is the ideal way of playing Lycan or even Bloodseeker. Right? So high collision sizes are actually a really big deal on these heroes if they had them. It's easier to body block them, and it's easier to make them seem unimpactful.
Yeah, it also helps that all of Lycan's units also gain the max move speed. Otherwise, that'd be really annoying for him to try and run around his wolves and, well, in the
otherwise
days,
that'd be impossible.
His necro books, yeah. But
his wolves also are very like lean, right? So they don't have a good collision size either. I mean, now you're gonna see it in the body blocks, but stopping the wolves is kind of difficult. Even the body block, look how unsuccessful it is. You know, they're just really, really skinny wolves.
They're still doing just an alright job. There they go.
No, that's the Lycan, dude. Look, they're just walking through the wolves because they're skinny. These guys, they miss all the gym days, you know? They're just running all day, doing marathons. They're lean, but
you know,
not
up
strong.
top, they're like the Hulk, and down bottom, they're like Woody from Toy Story, right?
Yes, exactly. I don't think up top they're like Hulk, though. I don't know what's top for a wolf either. Like, is it the... I think wolf is just all bottom, right? They're all legs?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe. They probably are. I mean, what, 50% by legs, by volume?
Yeah, exactly. More legs than mass. But anyway, bottom lane, I can't imagine it being too great for Navi, though now he knows the Slaughter, obviously, versus the Lifestealer. So we'll see what Navi shenanigans they come up with. BetBoom did decide to put Soneko with the Hawk, so it seems like they just want to control the Slaughter, the Lifestealer as much as possible, and just allow Bloodseeker to farm. This will give Lays some chances early, however, to recover. Or help his Lifestealer recover, rather, is what should be said.
I will say, though, actually, Soneko on the Warlock, not a terrible hero against Wolves. Decent at damage, decent range, to be honest. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, he does clear the Wolves, right? But Lycan just doesn't care enough because he has the Feral Impulse healing, eventually.
Yes, ma'am.
True. Wolves not being too annoying so far, so Sweden Strong at least doing his best to be annoying to the Warlock. Gilger once again trying to get Solo up on this cliff. He did it last game. Solo this time keeping his distance from that ward spot.
Yeah. Luckily, Bloodseeker has a good base attack damage, otherwise this Lycan will be completely outskilling in the lane. But not that easy, so the Hawk's doing a great job here. Making all the doubters quiver in their boots. I can only play 3 heroes. Watch me play Bloodseeker, the most complex carry. Okay, that sounded like flame, but it really wasn't. I'm just a fan of Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I know you're a fan of Bloodseeker. It's not. He really likes Bloodseeker. Alvaro thinks that, you know, the hardest part about this hero is the skill build, and therefore he is hard to play.
Yeah, thank you. The Hawk. Oh, look at the body block for the wolves. Well done. But the Blood Rite quickly deters them away. Itemization is also sometimes difficult, but I think it's been standardized to the point that's kind of boring.
I don't know.
It used to be more interesting when he was off lane.
I get that. I don't know if that's what I would, you know, make a hero that is hard to play. To me, it's how you play the hero. Like that's why I don't fight you that much whenever you're like, oh, Brewmaster, hardest hero in Dota 2, right? Like I don't disagree with that, you know, conceptually. But if you say that's a Bloodseeker, this man who gets level 25 talent, buys Refresher, and ruptures 4 people and just A-clicks to the ground, we're gonna have some problems.
No, I don't think the Bloodseeker's that hard. I disagree. I think the complexities in Bloodseeker and Razor are more complexities that all Dota players face, right? Whereas the complexities in Meepo or Ember Spirit are more specific to the hero. Solo. that rebound is not going to do much. I think this might be a good lane for Gilgir to try the sidekick, though. It seems really good with Slardar.
I'd agree.
I don't really see what you're going to do with more rebounds. I mean, I guess... No, I don't really see it. More movement speed for Slardar? He already has sprint. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that makes every single auto attack even more painful, right? Allows him to 1v1 even more effectively versus Vatoon, because he'll have a bit of lifesteal. And that 4th auto attack, of course, on the Bash of the Deep is going to be even further buffed. I like it. I completely agree with you, actually. I think if this you might be onto something. I think this might be kind of a bonkers lane, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's a good lane, but they have to itemize it accordingly. And Gilgir also has to be in the lane. He just leaves to secure water runes. No one's not too concerned, though, because Kunkka just pushes out this lane against the Zeus. You can go Magic Stick and you have all your regen that you need. So, honestly, the rune control for no one is not as important as it would be against, say, a Spirit matchup, right? Zeus, especially with the current build, he is a nuisance, but he doesn't have kill potential, unless you make a mistake.
Hey, man, these wolves... Nager just doesn't care about him. He'll fight wolves by himself. Level 2 wolves at that. I think they get a little bit more difficult.
No Blightstone either.
Yeah. What I mean, this hero, he's got good range. I think it's the range mostly.
Phoenix Strong actually could be in trouble with the Hawk. Communities, second point in Thirst already. Look at the Hawk's build, by the way. 3 points, or 3 slippers of agility.
3 points and slippers.
Yeah. Bloodright, but at least the Magic Stick comes out right before the Bloodright hits to make sure Bloodright can't kill him. Phoenix Strong sees a potential opportunity, but the Wolves stop in their tracks. The Hawk, what are you doing, buddy? The Hawk? Okay, I guess it's time to die. Oh, the tip. Oh.
You're a frosty maid, but
That was very interesting.
Oh, that one's not making it into the highlight reel for the Hawk, for sure.
That will make it into his teammates' highlight reel, though, if something happens after this game.
All right,
Okay,
dispose
bottom
onto
lane,
Solo. Yeah, looking pretty good here. They're about to get a Bash of the Deep, and Laurel says, "Thank you very much. You're welcome, side laners. I am very generous."
Are you serious? I think kills on the Slaughter earlier are actually so good for boosting up his farm. And Zeus has such a natural farming potential anyway. I don't think that was at all necessary, honestly.
Well, Laurel, for one, disagrees with you.
Well, I know Laurel is
hold
happy
on.
with
Someone
this,
just
but
joined.
I want to ask.
Someone just joined the Discord call. It's Laurel.
Laurel, what the hell?
What?
Oh, okay. This happens sometimes, Richie. It happens. You just don't talk about it.
This'll
Oh, it's cool. I didn't see him use his bolt, Richie. I don't know how much.
Yeah, that was really weird. It truly
He's really
is
gonna miss his first usage of it, huh?
Well, it's because it's a ghost ship, right? So they like to be invisible.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So Neko has just found Lays, and he's like, okay, let's not do the Hawk play as well.
But what's weird
Run
is
away.
He put the sentry, which gives like lingering vision momentarily. So he saw someone farming there, and he just walked up the cliff to double check. He's gonna, yeah, he knows. He's like, don't worry, guys. There are in fact 3 heroes up on that cliff.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either, but maybe he was just trying to disturb the Lycan's farm. Like, it makes sense if you don't know the Snapfire is there, because Lycan alone doesn't kill you, right? Snapfire was the real trick there.
Good
Bottom?
job. Yeah, Solo is very good. They even threw him on the other side of these random crystals.
Yeah, Solo will die.
I'm burning up.
And he is the Crystal Maiden,
Radiant
but
bottom
not
tower.
not going to be aided by these crystals.
Nope. Nope, very true. These are the wrong kind of crystals, you know. These are the crystals that kill your past lives. You need more or less the crystals that, you know, ward away
Wait, sorry,
fish.
what?
You know.
Kill your past
Yeah,
lives?
crystals that kill the past lives, right?
Is that what people believe in?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought they, like, healed diseases.
Yeah, I mean, like some of them are for your chakram, right? Some of them are for your
For your willing death.
Some of them are for your willing death, exactly. Thank you. And others are to ward away smelly fish. And unfortunately, Maiden, that wasn't the right kind of crystal for her there.
Oh, right.
See,
That
I
makes
could
sense, yeah.
definitely see her, by the way, going for all
Dire's
crystals. You
middle
know, that's
tower
why she has
is
like
under
no
attack.
armor and no HP. Everyone else is buying like plate mail, so she's just getting like crystals.
Sure, notice. Okay, this down in the vault will hit. As noticed, guys here to no one. Gilgir hits away. He's like, all right. No psychic, by the way, still once again. So he's decided
very
to just go
good
full
job.
initiation.
That was a pitch perfect escape from Gilgir. He just barely got out of there.
Yeah. I think he just realized when you have to give up on your cores, right?
Yeah.
That's a good skill as a support.
Yeah, but he took the right pathing. He got beyond the right trees in time. Sweet and strong. Deuce, double damage room. Here it comes, and down he goes.
Will be said that if you go for this build, again, we're not critical of it, it's just we've seen the other build recently, we think it's really strong, but this build is particularly strong in the early game. Like, I can't imagine a 4 that has more impact than Dispose plus Rebound Marcy. It's just you seem to fall off rather quickly in this game.
I'd agree with that one. The Hawk pulling for himself now, as Soneko is going to return back into the lane. Already 8.5 minutes in this one. I think it's going to be a bit more of a static game. No one does make his one rotation on over. Zeus, of course, rotates instead into the triangle.
Helm, though, already built on Lays, so they might play around that. Because Helm is usually good enough to push most carries. I think Bloodseeker might be on the borderline there, so you just rotate a Kunkka, right? Make sure that you kill the Bloodseeker and then take tower right afterwards, and that's it. He called it. He's like, I have Helm, guys. Come with me. Sweden Strong joins him. Sweden Strong should have been in that lane to begin with, but that's fine. He's going to pretend he's a mid laner now with no one as they go and try to kill the Bloodseeker.
Good scan. Good scan from BetBoom.
Very good scan.
Should get the Hawk out of this one. They did have a ward up here on the cliff, and actually another rotation ward here. So they would have seen someone go into the jungle, and the fact that they didn't is going to give him a little bit of heads up. Although the Hawk still farming precariously close to this one. Now the smoke's going to break. They have wards on the high ground though. No one is going to be scouted and ruptured up. Run buff into the TP play, but Gilger is there to cancel. He even dodges the boat, and the Hawk is going to get that kill onto no one, and even a +1 onto Sweden Strong.
Sweden Strong is going to try to cook you down to the low ground. There's the magic stick as well. The Hawk asking for the high 5, but Lay's having none of this. He goes on all 4s to give him the high 5, hoping to finish off the Hawk for this. Avoids the Blood Ray as well.
So fast!
Too quick! He's faster than the shapeshifted wolf! Gilger, unfortunately, will not be as fast, and he's going to be torn to shreds as Lays shows off not just the Helm, but also a Dark Troll Summoner Richie, the best pushing creep you can find.
Oh yeah, very, very true. Yeah, that's a fantastic one. Yeah, it's just percentage based here on Thirst, right? So the fact that that also kind of, I'm not sure how multiplication, blah, 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 on move speed, but you know, 45% on top of that additional percentage base, it's so much move speed. I didn't really suspect that.
Yeah, because Bloodseeker's the only hero in the game that can break that movement speed limit, right?
Yep.
Just 550, I believe. The hasted movement speed.
Yeah, I believe that's right. Am I?
Darkseer used to be able to, right? When the Surge added movement speed.
Am I
but I think it's no longer the
crazy,
case.
or doesn't Force Boots let you do that now? Or
oh, actually, I wouldn't know
or
about that.
Boots of Barren. I mean, there's like they added one other thing, and I think they might have taken it away. But certainly Bloodseeker. He is, from level 1 you could do it.
Yes. And again, it used to be the Darkseer as well. I know that was, but I think that's taken off.
Yeah, that one's gone.
Maybe. I won't deny the Boots of Bearing or Force Boots. I'm not really sure. I don't really like feet. As noticed. They send him back into the ghost ship. They have the Warlock Golem though, and that's gonna cover his escape. Hopefully, as Platoon hits him once for good measure.
Good cleave though.
And realizes he has to retreat.
Oh, he lifesteals. He lifesteals a lot off of this Golem. Golem with 6 armor. 1400 HP is tanking tower now as Laurel and Gilger give chase onto no one. The Dispose is there. Notice needs to get in range here to apply the corrosive haze, or maybe not actually, because Laurel just has a crap ton of damage.
Okay, Platoon has a rage still, so I don't think he's gonna. Okay, well, I guess he just get smacked to death.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, we are in for some good Dota, folks. You know, sometimes these games, they're just funny games.
Okay, the Hawk as well. He has Rupture ready to go. He sees the wolves nearby. I guess he sees the wolves go invisible, more specifically. Sorry, that's a nuance. I just saw the Hawk Keck W is pretty funny. Lace?
Yeah, it's true.
He's dead.
This'll come in handy.
Have you seen the Hawk Basado?
Of course. Yeah, of course. That one's great. Didn't you see when BetBoom were popping off at the Stockholm Major, the BetBoom Twitter account tweeted a picture of him on a horse?
Did you really? I did not see that.
It was so good, dude. I retweeted that so fast. It was amazing.
The Hawk is a living meme, man.
I love it, dude. I love him.
Really great guy. And also because he's a solid player, right? It's easy to root for him. He's not just a meme. He just takes himself not very seriously. His interviews are fantastic as well, as per usual. But right now, BetBoom, it's not about how well they're liked, but how well they can utilize this first timing.
Yeah, Mask of Madness finished on Slardar, quite standard as he farms his way towards that Blink Dagger. Yule Scepter for Zeus, though. Okay. Big defensive item for him as no one is in trouble. Corrosive Haze. Oh, the attack suit's low on Freezing Field. Notice, though, still gets off the stun, but it's not nearly enough with the run buff and the armlet. No one keeps himself alive, but he is Fatal Bonds, so is gonna, not gonna be able to armlet toggle his way out of this one. So Neko gets the kill onto no one. I did not remember that interaction. It's very difficult to armlet toggle against Fatal Bonds if you can't dispel it. In fact, some would say impossible.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's tough because you have to like first of all you have to command your teammates to get back, right? That's the first step. And afterwards you have to figure it out how to toggle against them. BetBoom, frankly, I guess the Kunkka kill is impactful enough. Slardar with the Mask of Mass, I think his farming speed is not as bad, so he's better at recovering. Ever since the dash change, now it deals double damage to creeps, which is what, by the way, inspired this Mask of Mana build being so popular. BetBoom's gonna go for a kill themselves. Laurel's leading. He actually went for a Yols first.
This is gonna require. Oh, okay. Heavenly Jump Blaze barely reacting
he's
at
dead.
all, and he's just simply going to die. I think. No shape.
He has no boots, so I don't think he has much of a chance.
Nope. Nope. Not
But
at
this
all.
Yols on the Zeus is very interesting.
I think it's simply just so he does not die all game to X mark the spot, right? Because
Oh,
Kunkka
right, yes.
has been the go-to counter to Zeus. I believe, I don't remember who they were playing against, but I did see, I mean, Nisha is one of the better Zeuses in the world, I would have to say. And the Kunkka was just a complete hard counter to him. So I think the Yule Scepter is a fantastic early choice. Oh, he's even using it for setup here. Dahawk incoming. For the Rupture, run buff. Okay, they might just be happy with that, to be honest.
Torrent actually doesn't even need DX. Now Solo starts to dance, but it's immediately cancelled. Shut up, Solo. As noticed, thinks of chasing after them, but decides it's probably not a good idea without any sort of initiation.
Don't worry, guys. I forced the lightning bolt.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a good idea. Like, Solo's been doing this a lot, where he's, like, leading because he knows where the time is to fight. And he's okay to die as long as his teammates can initiate with him. Unfortunately, he didn't have the tools there because, of course, the Ghost Ship got used early. So it was a good choice to correct themselves in time on Navi. But I'm not opposed to that play.
No,
I feel
no.
like Freezing Field is a big spell.
Well, no. It's okay.
Early? I mean, this game, I think everything in their mother cancels Freezing Field.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, that's a good point. But I think ideally you're looking for a bigger spell to cancel Freezing Field than Lightning Bolt. Of all the spells they have to where you could potentially punish.
No, I know, but I feel like sometimes we'll cancel Freezing Field in these team fights by accident. Like, oh, Chaotic Offering. Oh, like, Slithering Crush. Oh, I didn't see you there, CM. Like, that's what I'm envisioning these
sure,
fights.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, it's a maiden, right? You're a bit limited as to what you can actually do. I'm not contesting that point.
No one is now a little bit... Oh, he respects Gilger. Do you know what takes priority if Dispose or the X? Like, if you X while you're in the air with Dispose, will you still get Dispose back?
I'm not sure exactly how that works, because I've seen this interaction with Toss, and it completely overrides the Toss.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, okay, it overrides the Toss. With Buyback, it doesn't, though. That's what's interesting.
Dire's middle
Or did that...
tower is
Did you say
under attack.
buyback?
Yeah, you know when you buy back and you were killed in mid-air toss, you actually buy back into the toss?
They changed that, right? Because EG lost the game.
They did, right?
Yeah. Remember that?
I think it was Quincy, right? That lost the game?
It might have been. Yeah, that was an incredible buyback. Sometimes, pros, they're just too fast for their own good.
Dire's
True,
top
honestly.
tower is under attack.
Right, okay, that could get fixed. Yeah, I'm assuming that Dispose works the same way, and X mark the spot does not override. Or it overrides
Radiant's
it, rather.
bottom tower is under attack.
Notice it gets hit by the Ogre Bruiser. There it is. Smacks the second one, though. It's really annoying when those guys hit you. They make the noise. Before, it was just like you weren't really sure what the Ogre Bruisers were doing. They would just glow orange, and you're like, what is going on? And then they stunned you for 3 seconds. Very cool.
Have you seen this build that some people are doing in like more level pubs? And by people I mean pro players. They're running OD with Helm of the Dominator, and they get that Ogre, and they time it with the Astral Imprisonment. And like,
That's
theoretically, it's not
amazing.
better than Meteor Hammer. It's actually objectively worse, but it's much more impressive when you do it, right?
That's incredible. No, I mean, I used to do that as well with Vengeful Spirit and the Centaur Conqueror. You swap, and then immediately, you mark
Yeah,
the
that's
Centaur.
useful.
This one's
That's
useful,
useful.
too.
Right, but why not just build Meteor, which is like 10 times easy? Well, I guess.
Well, because if
harder to interrupt.
Yeah, if you've got to commit spells onto an Ogre Bruiser and not an OD. That's the entire point.
True, it's true.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Apparently, it's
Where is it?
really
Here it
hard
is.
to accomplish that, though. But,
A 3-second charges a big attack. How long do you have to charge this attack for?
I'm not sure.
Stuns for 3 seconds. That's a pretty significant stun.
That's good stun, actually.
It's a small AoE.
There was
isn't it?
another build they were doing. I don't know if I think it was someone that was telling me. Seb was telling me about this. It's saying Maze Bane with Helm that was doing something similar. Like you nightmare into
That's
the Ogre Bruiser.
amazing. Oh, I have to try that. I have to try.
Yeah, it's something wild. He did not speak well of it though. I will say.
Well, it's because he's an off-laner, right? So he probably had it done to him.
I don't think so. I think it was because it was his teammates that were trying it out.
Could be. Maybe, maybe, in case you guys didn't hear the news, OG have returned to playing with Sad before the Arlington Major. Maybe we'll see that then for him.
I would love to see that, actually. Just for the group stages. Anyway, we're going to see the Hawk picking up a double damage rune. A little more damage for him.
Double
That's
damage,
help for the next team fight. Yeah, he's hit his power spike though with the BKB and the Maelstrom, so you're definitely looking to fight. Double damage just exacerbates this, right? I don't think anything can survive a BKB Bloodseeker this early.
No.
Lifestealer eventually will be able to match him, but not now.
Yeah, even with a rum buff, I think it's going to be a bit too difficult. Gilger in a great position here, by the way. Aggressively positioned. He is going to be scouted now and does see the Lifestealer. And maybe look to force a rage, but instead, ooh, a torrent is going to actually be used instead of the full boat combo. So they're just poking and prodding, but it's going to be another 5 seconds until Kunkka can go again. His BKB is not completed. He just needs the Ogre Axe, yeah, okay. What the Mithrilheimer first?
I will say, if you're going to play the Marcy as a Maverick, which is this build, right, for Gilger, I think that's the position you need. You need to be super aggressive. You need to not necessarily wait for the right initiation like Aetherland's Blink Dagger, like just sack yourself for an important core. Oftentimes I find that the 4 Marcies we've seen until now, like get Aetherlands, they get Blink Dagger, and they find the 4, it's like, oh look, I killed the 4, and then you die anyway. So it's like an equal trade, best case scenario, even though you've initiated. Whereas I think Gilger is looking for like, I'm gonna find the Kunkka. I'm gonna kill the Lifestealer, and that's key.
What's going on? Laurel with a D ward?
Yeah.
Did Laurel's D ward inside the base?
I'm not sure. I actually didn't see that. I was actually watching Gilger contest farm from the Slaughter. And then he actually pushed him out of the lane. He forced Natus away so he could farm his Blink Dagger.
I think it D-warded inside the base, and Laurel was like, that's a sneaky ward. Oh, mid. Rupture onto no one. The Hawk's coming in with the DD active as well. Has BKB, will now pop it. He's going to look for Solo first. Solo with the bonus armor will not live very long. The Hawk back to full HP as no one has an infested Lifestealer inside of him. X-Mark is going to be good at dragging back Natus. Golem is ready to go here. Saneko might be looking for the opportunity as Lay's now running in with the hasted move speed. Kiss is now coming down from long range from Sweden Strong, as that's going to be Gilger sent after it to cancel though, but now he's completely isolated. Good damage on him though, and now with the minus armor, he will get the kill. Buyback out from the Maiden, who has no ulti. As Natus trapped by the Frostbite, but a strong fight here for BetBoom, who do not lose a single hero.
Yeah, but I'm not understanding the proposition there, because I'm looking at the items, right? What pierces BKB from Navi? Nothing, right? I mean, obviously damage. But
just damage.
Yeah. So then why don't you just run into the Kunkka? You have BKB double damage. You have 9-second BKB. Like, why not just kill the Kunkka? Even if Lifestealer comes out, they can't bash you. So worst case scenario, you just retreat, right? Like.
Yeah.
I mean, you even at amplified damage or corrosive haze, right? Okay, now Lace has been found. He doesn't calculate yields correctly, and actually the combo got baited out of him. Laurel gets sent to his grave. There's the golem at least used for no one, hopefully. Gilger, though, not as strong, gets ruptured and killed. Natus, though, is committing for no one. Here comes the Hawk with the help. No more double damage, though. And it's going to be Natus actually trying to bring that no one. But no one is just too tanky here. The Arma's helping him out so much. Finally, he seems like he's going to die. Natus gained that last bash, but they got rid of the Hawk's first life. Now with a single hit, Natus gets turned into sushi. And the Hawk activates the BKB, trying to survive this. Once again, he wants solo, but he says the TP is necessary. It's a little bit too late. Solo distracted him for too long, and BetBoom will lose everyone here except for the Warlock.
Except for the Warlock, but they lose the Golem even, so they pretty much lost the Warlock. Yeah, and that's just Lays and Lifestealer run around the fight. It's a pretty simple proposition for them. Get on top of heroes and just maul them to death. Wow. Looked fairly straightforward for them, I have to say. And Navi with a very, very convincing fight will remove Aegis and the life of the Bloodseeker. What's this? Lays is dead.
Yeah, he is dead. He felt bad about the last fight. Oh, he's look at that psychic Zeus skull, Richie.
Yeah.
But Laurel is actually a little bit in trouble. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of damage from the shaman. Throws
a snowball.
I don't know what it's called again.
It's a
Ice fire
snowball.
bomb. Ice fire bomb.
It's a snowball.
No, I'm just saying, what is the name of this?
It's a snowball.
Ice fire bomb. What an odd name to choose.
Yeah, he throws a blue flame towards the enemy or unit, dealing damage over time. Snowball. That's all it is.
Snowball is the Tusk ability, buddy. So you're gonna confuse people.
He throws a snowball.
Chat, please go. Snowball? Question mark? No Tusk in the game. Face that's laughing.
Very good.
Kappa? No. Seems good. Lol? I don't know.
It is
One of the
lol.
faces.
How do you not know? It's Kek W. It's Recitas. How do you not know that?
Oh, right, yeah, Kek W.
Navi are going to smoke him, look for another fight. They still don't have Golem for another minute, so this is looking quite promising for them. Got all their abilities ready to go. Another BKB, 8-second duration there for the Kunkka. Manta style ready for Lifestealer. Beating strong, nothing on him, nothing on Solo. What are they going on then? Nothing. They're just smoking here on the cooldowns.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? They're not going to fight anyone. I guess you could... I mean, you take over the enemy jungle. You could take their outpost, but not yet. They don't want to reveal themselves.
Smoke gank the outpost.
I do feel like... Yeah, right. I do feel like that last team fight was a big turning point for BetBoom with the BKB, and because they didn't play it, in my opinion, optimally. Now they're going to have the trouble of Lifestealer is stronger than Bloodseeker. With that Basher, I think it makes the world of difference. On the Lifestealer, mind you. The Hawk has a small power spike here, but when that Bashers are equalized, the Hawk's going to need some help. Perhaps Psychic can be that help, though. Psychic with Bloodseeker is really strong with his extra attack speed.
Yeah, I agree.
Radiant's
He's
bottom tower
finally
is
max
under
sidekick, so
attack.
it's not max dispose or
Dire's
rebound.
top tower
I
is
don't think the
under
3
attack.
points is significant for anything. The damage is nice on that 3rd point, I suppose. Movement speed, total 50%. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too significant on the 3rd point over the 2nd point, but I do like that he does max sidekick now.
Yeah, me too. I think it's really good for Bloodseeker as well, because this hero usually needs a little bit of lifesteal before he gets his thirst steal, right? So now you can fight a little more
Dire
consistently.
are
Yeah, very good
scanning.
point. Yeah, some consistent lifesteal.
Okay, they found the CM. Good. That's the blink. Oh, that was a really long range dispose,
Yep.
right?
And now Dahak is enabled in the fight. He's finally,
Why?
he's got the blood of a maiden.
Why was it so long range? It was just chance, or just a visual bug, right?
I don't know. Sometimes it'd be like that. I agree. I think that's just what the range is.
Marcy
300.
extends her arms.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
AC is going to be the next item for no one. That's going to help against the Bloodseeker a fair amount, and especially against the Slardar. It's the build we
Radiant's
saw.
bottom tower is under
Let's
attack.
say it was T1, right?
Yeah.
Did it?
Radiant's
You see, Saneko's actually the one holding the Dragon Scale right now.
Yeah. When was it in the major? Was it T1 that did the Assault Crest Lina
Radiant's
against the
bottom
Slardar?
tower
Yes,
is
it was
under attack.
T1 against the OG Amar Slardar, and he tanked up very easily into the
So-
Slardar. Very effective.
Imagine with Kunkka, right? It's going to be even more effective with
Yeah,
Kunkka.
he's barely,
barely
doing
took
damage.
last fight.
Yeah, he's barely doing damage already,
Your
as it
admiral
is.
on board.
Armlet is also a huge armor buff that people often don't
Radiant's
consider. When you
bottom
activate it, it's
tower
10
is
armor in
falling.
total, right? Which is a fair amount. So between that and AC, I feel that's gonna nullify a lot of the impact from Notice. And Notice decides, well, if I can't kill you, I will bash you forever, which is why he's going for more attack speed. AC into Moonshard.
Yeah, and the shard even for Bloodseeker, right, is going to be at least pretty useful. Percentage-based damage on right click, right? Nothing that the armor is going to be able to do about that. So that is going to be very, very nice into this Kunkka, even if the Slardar is literally tickling him. Over, up to the high ground. Oh, the double blink. They found their mark, and now the silence here. The stuns are looking good. The cookie to get him out of a pinch, but the stun's still looking really good. But the boat now, the goaded boat, onto no one who is just perma-stunned here. Now even longer. Kisses coming down from long range with the run buff, though. The Hawk eventually has the damage for the kill. Solo is letting it go here, but Notice now jumps right back onto him. The upheaval as well, slowing everyone here to a crawl. Laurel tosses in the E-Blade, picks up the kill onto Solo as the Hawk very fast now, moving around the map at, oh my god, I can't even click on him. Over 600 move speed there for a second. Looking for more, but will not be able to get too much. That's Notice killing the poor Ancient Granite Golem. There it is, 250 gold, well worth his troubles.
That was what I expected the last team fight would be like, to be honest, by the Hawk.
Me
and
too.
I'm glad that window opportunity is still wide open for the Hawk. Really well played by BetBoom, of course. That Warlock Golem also a big deal, as it turns around the team fight for the Lifestealer and the Hawk Smasher. I thought they could fight into it, honestly, but they realized that with the Slardar minus armor, they just don't have enough damage to bring him down quickly enough. That Psychic also makes sure that the Hawk can fight the 1v1 better than a Bloodseeker usually can. So I like it. I'm glad that BetBoom didn't just lose their opportunity.
Agreed.
And Bloodseeker will continue to scale. Another double damage for him, by the way. They gave him the bottle.
And to
They
compare
know how
that,
valuable this is.
compare that to last time when Kunkka gets boat off in the middle of the river and BKB, and he just tanks forever. Not the case here when Gilgir gets a great initiation, and they could do it again onto the same hero. There they go. Oh, it's going to be even faster this time, Avo.
Yeah. I mean, if Kunkka's alone, he's still very vulnerable, right? Even if he goes for the AC, like, you're gonna get hit by 5 heroes at once. You know, there's not much chance there. You have a shard as well, the Hawk, should be mentioned. Unless that BKB gets activated on Kunkka, that shard will tear right through him in Lifestealer.
Hellraise is now winning a fight and a pickoff onto the mid laner here off this ward, or even are looking potentially to go high ground versus Vatoon. He's not going to be caught by that. Oh, hello, Solo. Will they dive him? They actually don't see him, so he's going to make it out safe.
Between the psychic and double damage, towers just fall so quickly for the Hawk.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, there's the Frost. Stop the Hawk, please! Have some mercy for our
Radiant's
towers.
middle tower has fallen.
Nope, no mercy given by the Hawk. And in fact, they might have seen Lays up on this ward. Oh, well, they've certainly have found his Ancient Black Dragon and even a poor Harpy that got in there. Wild Wing Ripper. Lays unable to have the impact he really needs. They just need someone to tank, and then he can try and like, you know, get on top of this Zeus and actually maul him. But he has been kind of struggling with that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like he's having much impact in general in this game. Scythe of Ice maybe helps him finish off a Zeus. Under God's Wrath for Vision, as the wards get dropped as well.
It's a good fight for BetBoom. They still under a ward.
Vatoon is going to die immediately. No one wants to fight this. He does have armor, but for how long? There's too many bashes. He literally can't move.
He can't play
Freezing
Dota.
Field Fuse, not going to help him out whatsoever, as Solo also dies here. E-Blade for good measure. We got physical, we got magical, we got all of you dead. BetBoom will now proceed to push against these racks. I don't know if Navi can bring this back.
Yeah, I'm also quite doubtful. Kisses are there. As I'm trying to keep this death summary open so we can take a look at, yeah, just bash, chaotic offering, bash of the deep, bash of the deep, slithering crush, GG. Yep. Boom are going to take us to a game number 3.
Yeah, good for them, honestly. I think they played this game really well. I liked their draft better, if only because of the Lycan. I just didn't see where the Lycan fit into that draft. I feel like you needed some sort of team fight and maybe some sort of counter initiation, and the Lycan just seemed like, all right, let's play tempo. But okay, I guess you kind of take advantage of the Zeus, maybe, but I didn't see how that's very strong.